This is the fourth video on finding trig ratios, and for this video what we really want to focus on is how to do approximations of trig ratios. Okay, now because we're doing an approximation, we want to bring the calculator in. When you are using the calculator, make sure that it is set to degree mode. That's that DEG. So again, make sure it's set to degree mode. If it's set in one of the other modes, radians or something else, it's not going to work, and we're going to get different answers, okay? Generally speaking, you're going to round to the nearest 10,000th, which is 4 decimal places. Sometimes you may see it rounding a little bit less. The key to doing these approximations is we only have 3 buttons on our calculator. So if I look at my calculator here, I've got the sine button, the cosine button, and the tangent button. But even in this first question here, it's asking us to find the secant of negative 335 degrees. Well, in order to be able to do this, I have to understand what secant is really saying. It's the reciprocal function for cosine. So I know that this is really the same as 1 over the cosine of negative 335 degrees. Now I can enter that into my calculator. Whoop, wrong button. There we go. And I would take 1 divided by the cosine. And what was that again? That was negative 335. Negative 335. Close that off and hit enter. And it says 1.103. 1.103. And then what's the next digit? The next digit, the 4th position, there is a 3, but that 7 rounds it up, so that would be 4. All right, how about the cosecant? All right, so they're asking me to find the cosecant of 195 degrees. I don't have a cosecant button on my calculator, so I need to think or rewrite this as 1 over the sine of 195 degrees. Once I have it converted into sine, cosine, or tangent, then I can use the calculator. And I've got 1 divided by the sine of 195, I believe that was, which would be negative 3.86. Let me finish that out. 37. So hopefully you guys can see this is a relatively easy lesson today. All right. How about the cotangent? For the cotangent, I know that I want to rewrite that as 1 over the tangent. In this case, negative 1050. All right. And I should know where that angle is, what that angle looks like from past experience. So let's see, we've got 1 divided by the tangent of negative 1050. All right. Oh, I see I missed a division symbol in there. Let's see if I can add that in. Let's see, I want to insert a division. That should work. 1.7321. 1.7321. All right. And then this cotangent of 850 would be 1 over the tangent of 850. Let's do that real quick. You know what? I'm going to switch to the other calculator. Let me try that one. All right. So if I take 1 divided by, on this calculator, 850's tangent. 850. And then I go to trig, hit tangent. Equals negative 0.8391. 8391. I just noticed something on here too. I'm wondering if this would work. Let's see. The cotangent of 850 on this calculator. 850 If I hit trig, there is a cotangent button. Look at that, I get the same answer. I didn't know that that existed on this calculator until now. Ooh, look at that, you learn something new every day. Do we have that on the graphing calculator? Not to my knowledge, at least. It might be something under, under one of the math things. But I'm not aware of it. That's why I always just rely on 1 over, or knowing the reciprocals. All right, so we have one more thing for today, and that's finding an approximation again. So it's telling me I'm going to use my calculator. But now what they're going to do is give it to me in radian mode. So there's a couple of different ways that I could do this. One way would be change my calculator to radian mode. I don't like to do that, but I'll show you how to do that. If you hit mode and you go down to radian and hit enter, that will change your calculator to radian mode. I like my calculator to always stay in degree mode. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take 1 extra second here to change it from radian mode to degree mode. And the way that we do that is multiply by 180 over pi. So if I have this angle being 55 pi over 18, and I multiply that by 180 over pi, I know that that's going to give me 550 degrees. From this degree measurement, I'm going to find the secant of 550. And the secant is really 1 over the cosine of 550. And now I'm ready to use my calculator. 1 divided by the cosine of 550. And I get -1. I hate how I have to keep flashing this. 0.154. 0.154. All right. Just a couple more to make sure that we have practice at this. I'm going to change the radian, 97 pi over 18, into degree measure, which would give me 970. All right. Then I'm going to take the cotangent of 970, which is really 1 over the tangent of 970. And if I take 1 divided by the tangent of 970, I get 0.36397, which would be 0.3640. 3640. Make sure you're rounding correctly. And then one more here. Let's see, I've got the radian measure of -83 pi over 18. I'm going to change that to degree mode, which gives me -830. The cosecant is the reciprocal of sine. So this would be the sine of -830. So 1 divided by the sine of -830 would give me -1.0642. All right, hope this video helps you. It should have been a pretty easy lesson today. Good luck. Let me know if you have any questions.